Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome to PokeyCollab, where we collect, train, and battle together. We are on episode 13. Can you believe it, Oren?
No, I can't.
Well, my name is Ivan, and that is Oren. We are here for with another episode coming at you today. So, good morning, good afternoon, good night, as we quote the Truman Show. But what we got going on this week is we're going to be doing a wrap up of why I wasn't here. Then we'll also do our thoughts on Pokemon Sleep. Pokemon Pocket has been out for more. No, it's only been what? Yeah, it's been about a month. No,
A little over a month.
a
Yeah.
little over a month.
hmm
We'll give our thoughts about that, how that's going. Pokemon Horizons. Have you been watching? Warren's got a little background on that. Uh, this past weekend was Black Friday. If you're watching this when it comes out, we know we're going to hear about your any Pokemon Black Friday purchases. Oren has made some. And I had made a purchase as well. Not Black Friday, but I did make a purchase. So that's our show for today. And Oren's gonna be stepping right in with where I've been at.
Yeah. So I figured I'd post this portion to just get some questions in, like interview style. So Ivan, where were you? Why were we missing you the past couple weeks?
Yeah, past couple weeks, right, Oren? It's been two
Yeah.
weeks, 3 weeks, in total 3 weeks. So
I'm sorry I only got to record one show while you were gone, but
hey, no worries.
it was a good one.
Yeah, I'm still listening. I'm in the halfway
Okay.
point so of it. So I'll get to listen. Hope you guys enjoyed getting to know Xavier.
Yeah, real quick. Yeah, I just want to thank Xavier again for being on. Was it last week? It was like a week and a half ago. So
Okay.
we really appreciated him stepping in and being on the show. But yeah, we're glad to have you back too. And now we just want to hear about your trip and how everything went.
Yeah. So I was gone. First, we went down to South Carolina, my wife and I, and we had a group of other friends go with us. And then from South Carolina, we were just going to check it out and see what's going on in Somerville slash Latson area. So if you're from the South Carolina area, we're in your area. And then from there, we drove down to Miami to head on to a week long cruise on the Symphony of the Seas from the Royal Caribbean.
Okay.
It's like one of the, I think it's the second largest cruise ship that they have. So there's definitely a lot of stuff to do. If anybody, Oren, if you're looking to do a cruise, if you ever done one, if you haven't done one, I would recommend doing uh a cruise with Royal.
Yeah, I've never done a cruise. So the cruise line, is that what they call it? So it's Royal Caribbean.
Correct.
Okay.
Mhm.
And so like on the cruise ship, like what kind of stuff can you do?
So there's so this is like the second biggest. So they have anything from putt-putt golf to zip lining, pretty
Oh
much.
wow.
Yeah. So they also have a ton of like shops. They have like a central park area where like it's like literally like a park. Like they planted plants, trees. They have like a soundtrack that like you can hear birds chirping as you walk through. It's like right in the middle of this of the ship. Um, you have a ton of like restaurants, cafes. They have the most, I think this is the most water slides that they have. They have three water slides,
Okay.
and they also had one just regular slide. Like you just get on like a little mat and you
Yeah.
put your knees, you put your feet in it, and then you just go down all the way down.
Yep.
They had rock climbing. They had, I think I pretty much named it all. Yeah, they
Okay.
had a lot of game rooms, tennis, table tennis, pickleball, basketball, shuffleboard, soccer. They had hot tubs, pools. Yeah, it was awesome.
So two more questions. Did any of the shops sell any Pokemon stuff?
No, no Pokemon at
That's
all. Yeah,
surprising.
yeah,
That is surprising.
yeah.
Like I would expect at least like a Pokemon trading card vending machine or something.
That would be sweet.
Yeah.
If you know those vending machines that you can, yeah,
The official ones where you could actually
yes.
get like ETBs and stuff.
If you can get that on a cruise ship, you'd be
Yeah.
making bank, I think.
Oh, yeah, they would be.
Yeah.
Okay. Second question. Just so like I have no idea how to think about like the size of this thing. So like, can you compare it to anything so I can just like better visualize? It sounds massive.
Jeez. Man. What's funny is that it was up against we docked in Nassau, Jamaica,
Okay.
and we were docked next to Utopia of the Seas. And Utopia of the Seas is like your weekend getaway kind of type of deal. Like if because ours was a 7 day. Utopia of the Seas is only like 3 or 4 days, and it's bigger than ours. So, man, how could I could describe it? It takes you maybe it can take you anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes, 5 minutes to walk across the whole boat.
Okay.
I don't know, like feet wise, I probably have to give you like, man. Let
Okay.
me
So let
so
me
keep talking. I'll try to I'll try to
think about like a stadium. Like
yeah.
like I don't know. Like think about Progressive Field where the Guardians play. Like is Progressive Field like could it fit inside a Progressive Field? And if so, like how much of that stadium would it take up?
Okay. If you're looking at like home plate from if you're looking at home plate toward like the scoreboard,
Yeah.
yeah, it probably could fit in that stadium.
Okay.
Yeah. It's 1,000 feet. It's 1,100 feet.
Long.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's 18 decks, so it's very tall. Um, yeah,
So basically like is that like 18 stories? Like
yeah, correct. On top of like because the bottom, you have your bottom where like the boat is just starting off,
yeah.
and then like deck one, two, three. We were on deck three where we stayed. Our stateroom was on deck three.
And it goes all the way to 18.
18. Yeah, it's pretty intense.
Okay. Yeah, that's wild. I think I'd
Yeah,
have to see it in
yeah.
person.
Okay, here. There's some comparison here.
And then how long were you in Miami? Was it just very briefly, like to get on the ship?
Yeah, we just stayed there. We stayed there a night. So we stayed there on Saturday. We got down there Saturday night. We stayed and then we were like literally 5 minutes from the port.
Okay.
So downtown Miami was packed. It was jam packed.
Yeah.
And like if you ever been to Miami, there it's a poppin' city. Like
Hmm.
it's almost like New York. So yeah, getting down on Friday night was very tough. Actually,
Okay.
sorry, Saturday. Yeah, it
We're,
was
we're
great.
in South Carolina or in Miami, we're able to check out any card shops.
So in South Carolina, yes. We checked out two. Um, the one was called the uh mm, my mind is slipping.
Oh, it's okay. If you don't remember the names, it's no biggie.
Yeah. But we did step in there. We talked to the guy. I think his name was did I even get his name? I don't know. I don't think he has his name. We were just talking with him. Walked in there and it was a pretty legit, like it was a legit store. Like it was pretty cool. And that's the reason why I wanted to go. And we ended up going there, but to be honest, bro, like they had no Pokemon. Like they had Pokemon and they had singles and stuff, but not as near as up here in Ohio. Like Ohio, I think has a hub. Like I think most of our like we talked about top table gaming.
Hmm.
We have Mr. Magic.
Hmm.
We even have a place out in Lakewood that we've been wanting to go to.
Yep. Yeah, we
I
have a
think
ton in Cleveland.
a ton.
Yeah.
And like not only that, but we have GameStop. There's a
Uh,
lot of GameStops
yeah.
down there, but I didn't get a chance to go to any of them. But
We've
our
got
GameStops have full.
yeah, GameStops are always packed around here with sealed.
Yeah.
And then we have Immortals in Rocky River.
That's it. Yeah,
Um,
Immortals.
there's even more new ones popping up. I recently heard of um I haven't been there yet, so I don't remember the name, but it'll come to me. But yeah,
Yeah.
we just having them we have them popping up left and right. I think the Midwest of the United States is just a big area for collecting video games, trading card games, etc. It seems like it's kind of like if I don't know, maybe it's because there's just less to do outside in the Midwest that we kind of
I think
gravitate towards those things.
That could be. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just to give you a little glimpse. So the Titanic was 882 feet.
Okay.
It's bigger than the Titanic.
Okay.
The World War II USS Intrepid was 873 feet. So it goes the USS Intrepid, the World War II aircraft carrier, 873 feet. Then it goes to Titanic, which is 882 feet, and then the Symphony of the Seas, which is 1,188 feet. So
And
it's bigger than the Titanic.
is there anything bigger than that?
I believe the new one that's coming out is bigger than the Symphony of the Seas, which is I think
Okay.
is Star of the Seas.
And you said Utopia was bigger?
Utopia is bigger.
Okay.
So let me see what Utopia is. Utopia of the Seas. Okay, so not by much, but it's 1,188 feet. And the Symphony was what I say?
I don't remember.
Let me see. So 1188 is the Utopia. Symphony's 1184.
Oh wow.
So
So
or
basically the same.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's weird though, because you can see the difference of how just at 4 feet,
Yeah.
it was like, what? That's why I'm like, wow, it was only 1184, 1188. That's weird.
Hmm.
But the new one is supposed to be like ridiculous. It's the Star of the Seas. Let me see how much that one's gonna be. Um, Star of the Seas length 1198.
Okay.
So it's gonna be yeah, quite that much, maybe a couple. It's like about 10 feet bigger.
Yeah.
So yeah, Royal Caribbean and for all those that are with Carnival, um, I think Royals got you beat because
Have you done a carnival cruise?
I haven't, but I don't know. I just heard stories that Carnival is not the greatest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know either way.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, just to um conclude finding out more about your trip, where what are all the ports that you stopped at?
So there was supposed to be it was supposed to be Puerto Rico, Saint Martin, um, Coco Cay, which is Royal Caribbean's private island,
Okay.
and then Nassau, Jamaica. But ended up being that the ship uh didn't quite meet the specs for it was just too big. It was overly big for the specs for the ports in those places. So
Hmm.
was only its second cruise, I believe, that it's been going to the Caribbean islands down there.
Okay.
So they really weren't prepared for us, I guess. So that was last minute change. A lot of people were upset. A lot of people.
Okay.
But I mean, for what it is, they included another stop. So, and both their private islands. So we went to Coco Cay first. Labadee, Haiti was their second one, which was our favorite. So that was
Okay.
added. That was an added bonus.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was sweet. Then we went to Puerto Plata and Dominican Republic. And then we went to Jamaica, Nassau, Jamaica.
Okay.
So actually, I'm sorry, a reversal. So Jamaica was added. Puerto Plata was our last. So it was supposed to be Saint Martin, Puerto Rico, Saint Martin, Puerto Plata, and Coco Cay. But then since Saint Martin and Puerto Rico didn't more fan out, they gave us two private islands, so Coco Cay, Labadee, and then they added Nassau because Plata Puerto was already we were already going there. So,
Okay.
but it was
Cool.
amazing, man. Oh man. Like as soon as you got off the deck or like the when you got off and Haiti, Labadee, it's
Yeah.
just green mountains everywhere. It was very astonishing. Yeah.
Did you
And the
see
water is really blue. Mhm.
did you see any animals?
We saw jellyfish right on getting out, like right off the boat. We were walking, and then we saw some people like walking over to the edge, and we're like, "What's over there?" And yeah, you can see the jellyfish just like floating, and that's kind of dangerous because a lot of times in Coco Cay that happens, and you can't go in the water because
Okay.
they're everywhere, even on the beach. But it was cool that they weren't at Coco Cay, but at in Haiti they were there. That's the only kind of marine life we were able to see.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
Cool.
But we were in Nassau in Jamaica. There were some Pokemon. There weren't any Pokemon cards, but they had these like sun hats,
Okay,
and they had like the Pikachu like ears, and they had like the one where it's like Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Pikachu on there. I'm like, man, they made it all the way out here.
that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it was
mean,
cool to
I
see.
think I think Pokemon has basically reached every corner of the earth.
I think so.
So yeah.
Yeah, but it
Well,
was a lot of fun.
thanks for sharing that. We're glad to have you back. We're glad you're back safe and sound, and that you
Yeah,
guys got to do some exploring. As we all know with Pokemon, one of the big themes of the show, the games, is being able to get to all the different regions and explore. So when we get to do that in real life, it's fun and exciting and to be celebrated. So yeah, we're glad you got to do that.
yeah, it was awesome. Thanks, Oren. Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
lot of fun.
and thanks for giving us a summary.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so next up we have Pokemon Sleep. Uh, we gave it a run. I mean, I gave it maybe close to 2 months, I think. I think I gave it 2 months. But I don't know, Aaron, what do you think? What was your, are you still using it?
I am not still using it.
Yeah.
I used it pretty regularly for a good while, like you said. I think it was a month or two.
Yeah.
And I gave it the as they say the old college try, but I have since stopped using it.
Yeah. Same. I okay, for me personally, like I think I was trying to get used to sleeping with like my watch on, and like ever since I gotten my watch, I don't sleep with it on. So this was a big thing for me to even just try it for like 2 months to keep it on. And I don't know, sometimes it's just like it just got like I just needed to get like I just felt like it's something that's like on me, like I just gotta get it off. Like I don't even sleep with my wedding ring. Like I take it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was kind of an issue to me still to be like, okay, but it was what I liked about it was it was forcing me to, yeah, to put it on, but also too, like, it was keeping me, like, go to sleep. Like, you need to just go to sleep.
Yeah.
So those were the two, like, I think major things of the Pokemon Sleep that I liked. But overall, I didn't even get a chance to evolve any Pokemon. All my Pokemon were still at their base. Um, Even though I was still getting all their stones, but I just felt like there was just like you said before in another episode where like there's just so many um things to collect,
Yeah.
like shards and like and trying to get them to evolve, which is I find like very difficult.
Yeah. I mean, for me, like I've been wearing a watch to bed for years at this point. So for me, it wasn't that at all. It was more so just I mean, we talked about it briefly before the show, and you used the word monotonous, and that's really the best word, the monotony of it all. Like
Yeah.
I'd wake up, I would open Pokemon Sleep, and then after you open it, like you got to do all the stuff, and I forget where all the stuff is, but like
You got to feed
first
your
you
Pokemon.
yeah, like you get to see how many sleep points you got. Then you get to see what happens to your Snorlax with the sleep points that you got. Then you have to feed the Pokemon that came around overnight to your Snorlax with cookies, and maybe one of those Pokemon becomes a friend, depending on how many cookies you give it. And then after you do that, then you gotta around to all your Pokemon on your team and click on all of them, and then collect all the stuff. And then you gotta cook for your Snorlax. And then if you are really into it, you gotta remember to cook for your Snorlax throughout the day, 3 different meals. And then you gotta like figure out how to get all the shards to do the evolution. Like it was just too much of the same. There was no variety, like there was nothing to keep it fresh.
Yeah.
And like maybe if I only had to check it once a week, I mean, I guess there is a possibility of just doing the catch up. Like if you sleep in or if you sleep 2 days in a row without checking in and then you check in on like day three, you can do like you can skip all of the monotony and it'll like do a catch up phase. But then you don't get to make any of the decisions. So it's kind of like the game is just deciding for you which Pokemon to give cookies to, if any. Um, it it was just too cumbersome or something. Like boring. That's the problem. It was
Yeah,
boring. Like video games, I consider this a video game. Yeah, it's supposed to like be helpful with sleep and stuff, but it's let's all be honest here. It is a video game. We're playing it. It's a Pokemon game, and it's one of the most boring Pokemon games I've ever played.
yeah,
So that's my feeling on it. That's why I've discontinued it. It was becoming a chore, and I don't want that chore anymore.
yeah. I agree. Perfect, perfect, perfect word as well. Monotonous and a chore, because
Yeah,
it's almost like I have to do all these things. Like there's so many things to do as well. Like there's like yeah, you got to feed them like all you just mentioned. And it's like if I miss a day or I don't feel like it or I missed a meal, like I'm totally not going to get my Snorlax to like Ultra 4. So it's like I don't want to be able to do that every single time or every single day that it's like it's taking too much. And I already got so much I got to do with like we'll get into it, Pokemon Pocket and
yeah,
TCG Live, and like I don't want another burdensome app that's gonna be like, and that I don't really enjoy. It's not a really an enjoyment that I can find out of. Like,
yeah.
yeah,
No, I totally get it. Like I'd rather do the chores in TCG Pocket where I am
yeah,
rewarded with actual cards.
yeah, yeah. There was really that's it too. Like you could be rewarded with like a Pokemon that you haven't had yet. There really wasn't anything like there wasn't really anything like it. I'm running out of like words because there really wasn't any like no reward. It wasn't no rewarding effect of it all.
And you had to be consistent, like you said. So your Snorlax resets at the beginning of every week.
Yeah,
So if you're not consistent throughout the entire week, your Snorlax isn't going to grow big enough to actually get those more rare Pokemon to
yeah,
come to the camp.
yeah,
So it's unforgiving.
yeah,
Whereas with like TCG Pocket, like there's nothing that resets, or TCG Live, there's nothing that resets. Like there's if you play 2 days and then you don't come back for a week, who cares? You just pick up where you left off.
yeah,
So that whole reset mechanism was frustrating too. Like I don't know how they would do it differently. I don't have any
yeah,
ideas, but like
yeah,
that reset mechanic, it when you get punished for not playing a game, that is something that makes me not want to play. And
yeah,
the reason I bring this up is because like these are the exact same reasons why Ariel and I don't play Animal Crossing on Nintendo Switch anymore. I don't
mm,
think you guys ever played, did you? You and
no,
Kayla? So
no,
the thing with Animal Crossing, there's a lot of fun to be had, and we spent a lot of time with that game. But it became a chore. Like you had these dailies that were monotonous and boring and were just straight up chores that Nintendo could have improved on. They could have implemented things to make it more fun. Quality of life updates, but they just wouldn't. Nintendo wouldn't give people what they wanted. The other thing was Animal Crossing would punish you if you didn't play and you came back after a long time. So like let's say you didn't play for like a month and then you came back. After that month, everybody acts like they don't even like where have you been? Like how dare you go away? And like so you have to have all these conversations with all the villagers about like the same old nonsense of like, hey, yeah, you've been gone for a while. And then like your house is overrun with cockroaches, so you have to kill every single cockroach, which is a huge pain in the butt. So it's like the first half an hour of getting back in after not playing for a while is just to do all these again repetitive chores. So like any game that just punishes you for having put it aside for a while isn't good. Like
yeah,
it's not good for the consumer. It's not good for the player. And I'm just seeing the same exact things in Pokemon Sleep that I saw in Animal Crossing. So yeah, I'm done with it. At
yeah,
least for now. I don't foresee myself going back to it.
yeah. No, nor do I. Yeah, I don't see myself going back to that either. Because I like not wearing my watch as sleep.
Yeah.
Watch that
Yeah.
sleep.
And if you're getting better sleep without wearing your watch, then don't wear your watch.
I was, I
Because
was. It's like,
then you're
oh,
defeating the purpose, right? Because the whole purpose is to, influence better sleep.
yeah. It wasn't. I wasn't getting it. Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, let us know what your thoughts are on Pokemon Sleep. If you have found the same problems that we're having, what are your thoughts as to um what could they done better? We're spinning our wheels here trying to think of what they could do better. I don't think they can do anything better.
I think they'd have to rebuild it from scratch. Like the whole mechanics of the game, I
Yeah.
just feel are broken,
Yeah. Yeah.
unfortunately.
And to be honest, I don't know if like what else yeah, I'm at a loss. Like I don't know how else
And you
what
know
they
what?
could have done.
I don't think they have any reason to change it because it's probably making a lot of money regardless. Like there probably are people that do like it, but I don't know. I haven't really again, yeah, if you have feelings about it, please let us know in the comments because I'm curious. I don't really we don't really have many friends that use it other than each other. Nobody
Yeah,
else is
that's
talking
another thing.
about it. None of our Pokemon friends talk about Pokemon Sleep. So
No.
maybe it isn't making any money and maybe they do need to redo it. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. That's crazy. All right. So that's our thoughts on Pokemon Sleep. I give it a 2 out of 10.
I'm not even gonna give it a rating.
Isn't a negative for Orin.
It's just not applicable.
Yeah, yeah. Well, next up, what we are excited to talk about is Pokemon Pocket. So Orin, take it away.
Yo, yeah. Okay, Pokemon TCG Pocket. So for this week, we just want to cover the current event, which is the Venusaur event. I'll
Yes,
share
I
my
love it.
screen here real quick. Let me get that pulled up. I'm gonna share a little event guide from game 8 here. Okay. Can you see that, Evan?
Sure can.
So this is a promo series of cards that you can get during this event. This is a player versus, well, PvE, so player versus environment, or
Mhm.
player versus computer, really, event, not a player versus player event. Personally, I enjoy the player versus environment events more because I can do it kind of automatic. Like all I have to do is just click auto battle, turn that on, and then start a battle, and it'll play for me and just take care of itself. I did the player versus player event is now over. The one where you could get different emblems for how long you played if you won a certain amount of times. I think it was 25 to get a silver, 50 to get a gold, 10 to get bronze, and then one to just get the participation. Did you do the player versus player event, Ivan?
So yeah, that was one thing that I got really frustrated with is because I think when I was on vacation, like I wasn't able to play as much as I wanted to.
Yeah.
But I did get one emblem. I
Okay.
participation one.
Yeah.
But oh, I was so irritated. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I got the bronze. I haven't learned the mechanics well enough of TCG Pocket yet to be consistently good enough to win. So like that's why I like the PvE events better because it's just more autopilot. So I can just, throw it on autopilot, win a match, and then get my promo card. So the star of the show is this Venusaur promo card. There are 5 promo cards total in the promo card series, and you have the chance of getting a promo card pack for each win that you get during the event. Um, if it's like the last event, so there's different tiers. I think there's 4 tiers that you
Yeah.
can do. And if you do the last tier, I think you get a promo card every single time. The
Yeah.
previous 3, I think it's a chance of getting the promo card. But so we have the Venusaur, we have the Greninja, the Haunter, the Onix, and the Jigglypuff. So 5 promos total. Again, let's take a look at the Venusaur. This is a really cool art. There's just a lot of really cool art
So
in
good.
TCG Pocket in general. I've seen a lot of people online making their own proxies, physical proxies of the cards from
Oh, that's
TCG
awesome.
Pocket. Yeah, it is awesome. Just because they're so cool. And, at least as of now, Pokemon has not announced that they'll be printing any of these. But yeah, so this Venusaur is a really cool. I guess we're calling them SIRs. We don't really have a term that I'm aware of for like the types of artwork like we do in the TCG itself. But yeah, so what do you think about this artwork, Ivan?
So, dude, This is the only one I'm missing. I'm just looking at it right now. I have the Butterfree, Clefairy, and Greninja, all the other ones, but this is the only one I'm missing. And I'm not quite like done through the tiers like you were talking about.
Yeah.
But I might have to do what you're doing because I never done auto. I've always just to get the feel for the game, I've
Yeah.
been playing them like as if I'm playing the computer. And so I'm trying to do like the different what do you call it? The different missions, I guess you can say,
Yep.
for
Yeah.
to get the Venusaur. So, but this is probably one of my favorite SIRs, I guess you said. Yeah, I think they are SIRs because
Yeah.
I don't know what else to name it. But yeah, this one right here, oh, my hands down one of my top in my top 10. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love this card. It looks a lot like it's a watercolor. So I don't know if it was a true watercolor. It's probably digital watercolor, but it looks
Yeah.
very cool. Venusaur looks looking awesome there. It
Yeah.
looks like it's a mid-morning type of a scene. Um, I like this little touch of the watering can, as if like Venusaur is a plant that's gonna need watering or something. Um,
Yeah.
so a lot of attention to detail. But yeah, so regarding promos, just so you know my strategy. So just like with your hourglasses for opening packs and for wonder picks, you get the timer for how many promo battles you can do.
Yeah.
And um it gets to a point where you max that out, and unless you're constantly using it, you're going to run out of like you're not going to take full advantage of all your opportunities to get promos unless you're doing it frequently. So the only way that I can keep up with that is to use auto, just throw it on auto
Mm.
battle. And that way I can ensure that I'm getting as many promo cards as possible. And here's what's cool. I don't know if this is the case with auto with when you're not using auto battle, it's probably the same. But like let's say you do an auto battle and you lose, it doesn't use up one of those like promo battle things. Like you still have it and you can just do it again.
Oh
So even if
wow.
you lose, it doesn't matter. You can just do it again. And
Okay, good. You just answered my next question.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, so I love to do auto for the promos because then I just make sure I get as many promos as possible during the event.
Okay.
Here we've got our Greninja.
Yeah.
Here's our Haunter.
Yep.
Frankly, I'm not a fan of this artwork. It's a
It
little
looks
too lo-fi.
yeah, it looks kiddish.
Yeah, it's very lo-fi. And then we've got our Onix. This one's cool. It's a very unique artwork. We've got the Diglets up here.
I didn't even
Uh,
notice that.
yeah, it's a really cool detail. And it almost looks like I don't know, like hieroglyphs or something. I
Yeah.
really like it.
Yeah. No, it's
Um,
really good.
and then we've got our Jigglypuff. And this
Yeah.
one's cool. This one looks like it's colored pencils or something, the style they're going for. So
Yeah, I like it.
some
Did
cool
you
promos. I'm enjoying
yeah,
these events. I'm glad that TCG Pocket has been keeping things fresh with these events. It seems like when an event ends, another one starts right up. So
yeah. Did you end up getting the other promos of the Chansey and the Meowth?
I did. Yeah, I got both of those.
Yeah, same. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
lucky.
got all I think I have all the promos you can get so far except for the Mew. And the Mew you only get once you've got at least one of every 150 original Pokemon. I'm not sure who I'm missing, but I don't have it yet.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm there yet either. I think I'm at like well, it says I have a total of 445 cards, but I
Okay.
don't know how many I have. Oh, I have 169 out of 226.
Okay.
I'm gonna start buying some, but that's the thing, like in order to get the amount to buy cards so like solos,
Yeah.
singles, in
Yeah.
order to buy singles, it's kind of a they want you to start, getting packs. They don't want you to start buying them.
Yeah,
But I'm to
getting
that point
singles
where
is a
like
pain.
yeah, yeah, I'm at the point where like, man, I'm getting the same thing. All my uh wonder picks are starting to become the same. It's just very frustrating sometimes. 'Cause it's like,
Okay.
oh, I wanted that SIR and I end up picking like something I already had.
I know.
It makes it a gamble in a gamble. It's like I don't want that.
Right. So I have a suggestion, and it's one I'm trying out. And this is a shout out to Zach from GameStop, from our local Cleveland stores. He's one of the managers of a couple of them. And so he told me, he's like, what I've been doing, he's like, I feel like I get better cards when I do the open 10 packs at a time versus opening one pack at a time. And like that of course makes sense because the more packs you open, the more good cards you're going to get. But he feels like his odds per pack are better. So I'm actually gonna try that. And I've been slowly saving up enough hourglasses to try it. So I think I have like 95 hourglasses right now. So to open 10 packs, you'll need 120. So I'm getting pretty close. And I want to try out opening 10 packs and see how it goes. So
That's how,
maybe
wow.
that'd be something worth trying. It's gonna take patience and discipline, but
So you're saying you already get taught two off the bat of a day. Like you get them to the max, you get two. So you're saying that you use because I have 41 of
so
the
yeah,
pack
so like
hourglass.
I still open my 2 packs per day. So like when I get the notification that a pack is ready to be opened, I open the pack.
Okay.
But like you know how when you do the daily missions, there's like 3 missions and then you get three or 4 hourglasses for doing those missions. Like
Correct.
I'm not using those at all. I'm just saving up, saving up, saving up. And then once I have enough hourglasses to do open 10 packs at once, that's what I'm gonna do.
Ooh,
Yeah.
interesting. So you still do all your missions, but you don't open up anything except
I
for the
don't,
two.
yeah. Yeah,
Okay, good.
correct. I open
Okay.
up the 2 that they give you off the
Okay.
rip. So morning and night or whatever. And then any hourglasses I get for doing anything, whether it's leveling up, doing playing the computer missions, anything that I'm getting hourglasses for, I'm not using them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that I'm gonna try that
And then
because it's
eventually
getting
you'll have enough to open 10 packs at once.
about roughly how many days is that, do you think? Like two or three? I think you were saying like every two.
No, more than that. Because like let's say you don't do any missions. Like let's say you just do the dailies. And I think that's 4 extra hourglasses per day.
Yeah.
I mean that'll take a while, but like I have like 95. It's only taken me like 4 days to get there, and that's with missions and leveling up and stuff. So it probably won't take that long, but a good week or two.
How much is it again to do the 100? You said
A
to do the
hundred.
10 or to do the 10 packs is like you said it's a
Well,
100.
yeah, because to open an extra pack, it's 12 hours, so it's
Yeah.
12-hour glasses. So to open 10, you'd need 120.
I'm writing this down. I got a long way to go. I got 41, but I haven't opened up my two today.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah,
and I haven't done any missions.
always open up your packs for the day because like
Yeah.
those don't cost hourglasses. Those are just your packs, you know.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. Do you open them in any particular order?
I 99% of the time I just pick the pack that's right in front of me. I don't even spin them.
Oh,
Is that
okay.
is that what you mean?
No. Like, do you go Pikachu, Mewtwo, Charizard, or you go
Oh,
Charizard, Mewtwo, Pikachu,
no.
or
So
Mewtwo, Charizard, Pikachu?
I stick with one for a while. So like
Oh,
yeah. So like I stuck with the Charizard until I got the Charizard immersive. Then I stuck with the Pikachu until I got the Pikachu immersive. Then I stuck with the Mewtwo until I got the Mewtwo immersive. Now I'm doing the same thing, but I'm trying to get the gold version of each. So that's how I'm doing it.
okay.
Like I don't rotate. I just stick with one for a long time.
Got it.
But I
That's
mean, you can do it
interesting.
however you want to do it. That's just how I'm doing it.
That is no, but I've been trying to get the Charizard. Like Kayla got the Charizard. You got the Charizard.
The immersive.
Somebody else, yeah. I'm like,
If
what the heck?
if that's the one that you want, only open Charizard packs.
Okay. Should I just open one right now?
Yeah.
All right. So you know how it does that like where they all come around and like you can like
Yeah.
spin it. Okay, there's
Yeah.
a little arrow that you just push that and it just opens it up to like a regular. I don't do this like where it spins and stuff.
Yeah. I just open the
I don't do
pack
that.
that's right in front of me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just do the open, like I'm gonna do the open and then it does those like where they all come around. But there's a button there. It's just like a play with a line,
Okay.
and I just push that, and it just puts a pack right in front of my face,
Huh.
and I just open it.
I don't know if I've ever noticed that. I don't know what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
I pulled trash. I already
Sorry,
have
dude.
one.
Sorry, dude.
Oh, I know.
You'll get it.
Yeah, let's open one more.
Okay. You have, wait, with hourglasses? Are you using hourglasses?
No, these are my two for the day.
Oh, okay.
And I got Eradicate, Graplocked, Sandshrew, Woobat, and Zabstrika.
Okay. So nothing good.
Dookie. Nothing good. And then like with the Wonder, I prefer doing the Wonder because I can know where like I can see SIRs that I don't have.
Yeah.
But then I gotta pull them. It's like,
I know that's the thing. It's like it's cool that you get to pick a set of cards that has something you need, but then when you
yeah.
don't get it, it's even more frustrating.
Yeah. It's like, come on. That's why I'm like, I think I just want to buy singles.
Yeah, I wish there was a way like TCG Live. Like TCG
Yeah.
Live, it's so easy to buy singles.
Oh yeah.
But I mean,
Easy.
that's on purpose though, because TCG Live, the whole point of TCG Live is for it to be an experimental playground for the TCG. So they want it to be as easy as possible to get all the cards you need. Whereas
Yeah.
TCG Pocket, like part of the fun is finding the cards that you need for your deck, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, I'm really liking Pokemon Pocket. I think
Oh
it's
yeah.
done a huge success. I can't wait till they open up the trading. I think that's going to be a big thing.
Yeah.
But the for as far as battling, I've battled maybe a handful of times. Like I haven't. There's ones where like I have a feeling that the person didn't know what he was doing. So um, I just don't know how many people. I mean, it's bringing people in. I mean, I think we've talked about this before. Of like, it's bringing people that have never been in it in it, and so yeah, we'll see how it goes. In the months coming because
Yeah.
it's. I think it's by far it's doing really well.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I haven't really done much battling with other people. And I'll tell you what I think the reason is for that. The TCG is just such a better game.
Yeah.
Like it's such a more strategic game that if I want to battle, I'm gonna open up TCG Live. So like not even an event with emblem prizes could get me to battle. So I don't know. I don't know what it's going to take, but maybe with the
Hey,
new expansion or something. Um, yeah, that's my gut feeling on it. So we'll see where it goes. But so I'm mostly enjoying TCG Pocket for the collecting aspect of it.
okay. You're right because I feel like with TCG Live, it pulls me with the cards that are out now. It's like so we can play with pretty much virtually all the cards in Surging Sparks.
Yep.
And it also preps me to have a deck that I physically want.
Yep.
So like my deck now, like this deck that I have here, like this is completely what's on TCG Live
Yeah.
and what's gonna get me into like hopefully like some battles in person because it's been dominating. I've been loving it. Even with
Awesome.
like the new meta, it's been keeping up. It's been beating Dragon Pulse. It's been beating Roaring Moons. It's been beating even the other day I just played Chian-Pao and I beat it.
Oh, nice. That's
But we'll
awesome.
see. I mean, there's a lot of new ones that are coming out. I'm
Yeah.
kind of interested to see how it's going to do with it. I haven't really done well with the Galapagos.
Okay.
Those are the ones that I think are kind of like the big hitters that can beat me in pretty much like two moves,
Oh,
two
wow.
turns.
Okay.
No, it's ridiculous. It's literally ridiculous. Like I don't even know how to get a bench that huge to get your all the evolutions that you need right at the right time. Like, are these like I'm seriously like going through my deck trying to get my Charizards, and these dudes already got their Tauruses and their They're full bench and already killing me like instantly. It's ridiculous.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. But
And these are decks that I'm assuming also get their bench to 8. Like, is that
yeah,
the yeah?
yeah.
That's wild.
Because they have that hoot the owl
Yeah,
that you can
Noctowl. Is it
knocked
Noctowl
out,
or
which
Hoot
you
Hoot?
knocked out. So not
Okay.
it's hoot toot, but knocked owl gets the jewel seeker, which is like two trainers. So right there is your underpaths, and then you get um your jet energy
Okay.
or the dual energy. But I think I finally they came out with one trainer. It's called the something hammer, where it takes away special energies. Um, I have it in my I don't have it in my physical deck, but I do have it in one of my Pikachu deck. That if you it gets rid of you can
Crushing
delete.
Hammer?
Yes,
Okay.
money. That is a money trainer. You
It
need
does
that if you're gonna.
require a coin flip,
Oh,
unfortunately.
that's not it. That's not it. There's
Oh,
another
that's
one.
not it. Okay.
There's another one that doesn't require
And
a
enhanced
trip.
hammer? Enhanced hammer, discard a special energy attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Enhanced
That's it.
hammer. Okay.
Enhanced hammer. It's got like it's
Okay.
breaking like something.
Okay.
That I think is a savior, but you gotta then again you gotta have that like in your hand right off the bat, so that in hopes that they don't you gotta bend an active Pokemon that can take
Yeah.
180 damage or whatever like right off the bat, so that you
Okay.
can get rid of that um dual colorless energy.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing I can think of. But as of right now, that's been my kryptonite.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's rough.
but yeah, but I definitely want to get back to at least in the next coming weeks to get back into playing again because I got the itch again.
Okay. Well, regardless, we need to do a Prismatic Evolutions pre-release come the time.
That is gonna be sweet.
Yeah, and that'll probably be the only way we even get cards.
I know. At that point,
Like pre-orders, it seems like are just selling out left and right for
left and
Prismatic
right, bro.
Evolutions. That's
Yeah,
wild.
yeah, crazy. All right, Oren. So that is that segment,
Excellent.
and yeah, you've been watching Pokemon Horizons.
I have.
Hmm.
So yeah, I mean, there's not a whole ton to talk about with this. I had the itch. Like, I feel like the more we do this show, the more of a kid I'm becoming. Like I'm regressing to my childhood in my youth. Um, so yeah, I mean,
Nothing wrong with that.
I was what's that?
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I mean, I was at the perfect age for Pokemon when it first came out, and that included the TV show. So I probably watched the first couple seasons of the anime on WB back
Hmm.
in the day. Um, and I remember enjoying it, but like I didn't watch it beyond that. Like once I was kind of done with playing Pokemon Red on Game Boy and then Pokemon Gold on Game Boy Color, and then like I was done with the TCG and like I kind of just stopped watching the anime too. So I haven't watched any Pokemon anime probably since then. But Ariel and I we were like, hey, let's give it a shot. So we put it on the other day and it's definitely made for kids. Like kids would definitely enjoy this. And so there aren't really like it's not it's not designed for adults, but at the same time, like admittedly, we're having fun with it. So like I wouldn't write it off. Like if you're into the Pokemon world and if you like Paldea as a region and you like the Scarlet Violet video games, it's just like another piece of the puzzle. So like I'm not gonna get into spoilers or anything. The main characters are not in the video games. However, in Pokemon Horizons, since they're in the Paldea region for the show, like you get to see all of the main people. So like
Oh, sweet.
the main characters like meet up with Nemona and like they meet up with all like the different gym leaders. So I've seen like Iono on the TV show and Brassius and like so you get to see the gym leaders animated and voice acted. And like you don't get that in the video game. You don't get that in the TCG. So it's nice to now have this third piece of the puzzle where like you get to see these characters fleshed out even more and voice acted and portrayed in an animation. So like that's been keeping it fun. And so like just the fact that it is in the region of the video game that we've been playing for the past couple of years, like and with the TCG. So like Terapagos is one of the main Pokemon in this series.
Okay.
Like that's a huge thing in the TCG right now is Terapagos with, Stellar Crown and
Yeah.
even continued on with Surging Sparks and the whole Terra stuff. So like and also like um the first time we saw somebody terrestrialize a Pokemon in the show, it was like cool. Like,
Oh
so
wow.
it's just like you get to see all this stuff like in the cartoon that you didn't expect to see,
Yeah.
even though like you should have expected it, but then it just surprises you. Like, oh, this is cool. So yeah, I mean, I think it's worth watching if you have Netflix. I wish it wasn't a Netflix only thing.
Mm.
Maybe eventually it won't be. But yeah, right now the only way to watch it is Netflix. I think only season one is out so far. There are 45 episodes, I believe. We're at like
Wow.
15 or something, but they're quick because if you don't have commercials, I mean, it's like 22 minutes or whatever.
Mm.
So yeah, it's been a fun show. And then just real quick to tie it in with the TCG, I'll share my screen here real quick. There is the Grand Adventure collection here.
Oh
It's
cool.
a
Oh yeah.
box. Yeah, you might have seen it at the store. It has three promo cards. So this specific card, Tropicos and Friends, a very unique card. This is actually a what do they call the big card? A jumbo. This is a jumbo card.
Mm.
So it's bigger than a normal card.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah. So that's a cool jumbo card because it has like all of the main characters on it. Oh, that's the other cool thing. So like all of the starters are represented. So
Yeah.
there's Fuecoco, Sprigatito, and Quaxley, and they're all main characters on the show. So that's cool too.
Yeah.
Um, and then the other two promos it comes with, this is a normal size promo. So you got Sprigatito with its trainer, and then you've got Fuecoco with his trainer. So a cool
Nice.
little box. It came with 4 packs. We got one. It came
Mm.
with 2 Surging Sparks packs, an Obsidian Flames pack, and a Stellar Crown pack. We got 0 pulls, but that was a bummer. But we got the promos, so that was cool. So we're actually gonna keep these in our little humble collection. Um,
Sweet.
but yeah, so if you're a fan of the show, check out this box. If you're not a fan of the show yet, if you haven't watched it, I would recommend at least give it 5 episodes.
Okay.
Maybe yeah, like give it 5 episodes because like there are some cheese. There's definitely cheese, but don't forget that the cheese is for the kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it, and also like just I forgot how funny it was to just listen to humans making the sound effects of the Pokemon. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like
yeah.
so
Char,
like that
char, char.
exactly. So
Yeah.
like that just keeps it hilarious because
Yeah.
like it's just so funny to just hear humans acting these Pokemon noises out.
Yeah. That's so funny that you say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, so I'm glad you say that. I have been seeing because I do follow it on Instagram, Pokemon, and they do. Have you checked out the New Horizons? And I never did, but I mean, I think I should because
Yeah.
it's something that well, that's pretty cool. But
There's
I do, yeah.
there's one other good thing. It teaches me the correct pronunciation of Pokemon names.
There you go. So now, speaking about the last episode, Jordan and Xavier say Arceus.
I still won't.
Oh,
I will not say that. I mean, so in the show, they haven't talked about Arceus yet. Maybe in an older show they have. Again, I've been out of the anime, but like I just can't say Arceus. Like it's because like my whole reason is the Arc phone in the video game Arceus. Like no one, even Jordan and Xavier, no, I haven't asked them, but they would not call it the Arse phone. No one's going to call this the Arse phone, right? So why would it be Arceus? That doesn't make any sense to me. So Xavier and Jordan, hopefully you're listening to this episode. If you have a rebuttal, let me know. Or if you've seen an episode of the anime where they actually pronounce this Pokemon's name, give us a link to that because I'll
Yeah,
watch it.
drop it in the comments. Yeah, because it's so funny that we both say Arceus, they say Arceus. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, that's hilarious.
I don't know. I'm not changing it. I
Yeah,
mean, okay. If the anime says Arceus, I will humble myself and start calling it that.
I will too. I will too.
But until then, I'm sticking with Arceus.
Arceus, and it sounds better.
I agree. It's more powerful.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Yarr.
he is like the most powerful Pokemon ever.
Exactly. No, he's sweet looking too. But I going back to what you were talking about, how we used to watch him when we were on the WB.
Yeah.
Whatever happened, I'll have to figure it out. Whatever happened to Ash? Like I don't even know what
Oh,
happened.
yeah, dude. Like, no. Ash was on for like 20 years.
Okay, so
Like,
don't tell me. I think I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna find out what happens to
I
Ash.
mean, you're not going to watch all 20 years of Pokemon, are you?
20 years of Pokemon. Here we go. In a week.
So no, they did finally conclude Ash's quest after 20 years or whatever. And that's
Okay.
why now Horizons is all new people. Um
Oh, got it.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
So yeah,
Maybe
Ash,
I'll just watch like the last couple seasons or
yeah.
something.
So
I don't
yeah,
have to watch the whole.
he's been around forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be a new project. No, because I gotta get through Scarlet Violet. I gotta get through Scarlet Violet, and I gotta get through Arceus too. I gotta get through it. I can't.
Just
No more shows, games. Let me just sit down, play these video games. I'm already 2 years behind. By the time I get done with this, a whole new game is gonna be out coming out.
well, Horizons will make you like again, it's intertwined with Scarlet Violet. So like
Yeah,
it'll go hand in hand. So when you have a half an hour to watch a TV show, just throw on an episode of Horizons, and then it'll make you want to play Scarlet.
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Good idea. Good idea. So, Oren, 20 years worth I'm gonna be watching in less than a week. Binge watch. As we mentioned at the beginning of the show, it was Black Friday this past weekend, and I see up in the corner there on your screen a little Pokeball there. There it is.
Yeah.
What is it, and what did you get?
So I'm not going to take it out of my case because I don't want to get fingerprints all over my
Oh
glass.
yeah, no, ooh no,
So I'm going to leave it
ooh
there. But
yeah.
here, I'll share my screen. So I did not do any in-person Black Friday shopping. But I did buy one piece of Pokemon memorabilia.
Ooh,
I got the Mega Jumbo Pokeball.
sweet.
This was my first Mega set ever. I've always been a Lego guy.
Yeah.
But as we all know, the Pokemon Company has a partnership with Mega instead of Lego.
Hmm.
So there are no Lego Pokemon. But there are a lot of cool Mega Pokemon sets. This is the first one I've ever bought. It was on sale for half price, so I had like $18 or something.
Oh wow.
It was stupid cheap. It was a lot of fun to put together. It does light up, so if you press the ball, like this button on the front of the ball, it actually does light up, which is pretty cool.
Sweet.
It was a lot of fun to make. It was pretty easy to make. So, yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you. And if you're not aware, there's a lot of Mega Pokemon sets. So, I can't talk. I've actually been seeing this one advertised on streaming services, the Pokedex.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I don't think I'm interested in the Pokedex, but I am really intrigued by the motion of Pokemon. So, like, there's the Eevee, there's this Geodude,
Wow.
there's a Golbat and the Doug Trio. So, two more Black Friday sales that I took advantage of. I did just order the Golbat and the Doug Trio.
Okay.
So those were half price. I think they're still half price on Amazon today. So those were $16 each. And
Mhm.
those are on their way to me. But there are so like you'll notice, and I just noticed this. So like the Geodude, it's a mini motion. The Doug Trio, the Golbat, those are all called mini motion. So they're
Okay.
like a smaller size. But like this Eevee, this is like a full size motion. So
Wow.
you'll notice the full size motion, they have a crank. And if you crank the Pokemon, like they move, like they have a whole mechanism. And so like the Eevee, it looks like he's running. It
Cool.
doesn't look like they have a video for it right now. But and then they have a Charizard. The Charizard's really cool
Where?
right here.
Oh yeah.
So the Charizard, if you turn that crank, his wings flap and
Oh,
his tail goes up and down or something like that. And then the other thing is it comes with like English, French, Japanese, and I'm assuming Spanish maybe? I really
no,
don't know.
that's
No,
not Spanish.
not Spanish.
No.
I
But
would
it's
assume
got
it was.
they got the French. That's awesome, Warren.
Yeah, the French is cool. That's why I assumed it was Spanish because Spanish is one of the most spoken languages on the planet, right? There's Chinese, English, um, French, Spanish.
Yeah, you're right. But I think Charizard is the Spanish also. Charizard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
That makes sense. And
Yeah.
then there is a Pikachu as well. The Pikachu is really cool.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so he runs if you crank. But yeah, you can see like these are quite a bit bigger than the minis.
Yeah.
So I've only ordered the minis because like additionally, this is new since our last episode. I got this new display cabinet from IKEA. So this is the Upspell. Is that how? Yeah. UPPSPEL, Upspell line, which they are in the process of like discontinuing. So like these display
Mm.
cabinets, they're considered like a last chance item. So like
Whoa.
once they're gone, they're gone. Um, so I got those on IKEA, and then these pegboards are also from the Upspell line, but these are already discontinued, so I had to find them on eBay. Um, but why am I talking about the display? Oh yeah, so the full size motion mega kits are probably going to be a little too big for this.
Okay.
So I got the minis because I think they'll fit well in my display cabinet. But yeah, so what's going to be happening here on these pegboards? I don't know much about 3D printing. Like I know the concept, I know all the stuff you can do with it, but I've never done it. Um, so this is just another little takeaway for you if you've never done it either. For me, my local library has 3D printers. And so I can go in person and like do it myself. Like I can go on a computer, I can find a model and I can print it on their 3D printer. Or my local library has a form on their site where I can send them a 3D printer file and then they'll print it for me. They'll tell me when it's done and I can go pick it up. So for these IKEA pegboard shelves, it's pretty wild. So there is a line of IKEA pegboards called Skadis, I think, Skadis, and it's
Hmm.
the same exact thing as this. It's just different colors. And the amount of 3D printed models that the community has made for these is incredible. So I
Wow.
found somebody who had designed shelves for the system. So I really like them, and they can extend the entire length of my pegboards. So I sent some files to my library to have them print out. So I'm gonna have shelves here, and I'm gonna be putting like video games and like some books and like just some box like these Gundam boxes are gonna go on the shelf. So I'm gonna have shelves on these pegboards for that stuff, and then figurines will go into the display cabinet.
Okay. Oh, that's gonna be
So
sweet.
that's kind of the plan here. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
this is kind of like a perfect location because like it's kind of what my camera sees when I'm
Yeah.
on like YouTube videos and stuff.
Yeah.
So like I'm just having a lot of fun with it.
No, it's awesome. I was wondering what that I thought I was under the impression that pegboard was like a cover or something. Like I thought you just had it open for some reason. I don't know. This is when you showed it to us first when you got it.
Oh, gotcha.
So
Yeah,
I thought
so
that pegboard is like a cover. So I thought that could swing out and cover
got
your
it.
thing. So now, but no, you're gonna add another shelf there with 3D print.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
yeah.
awesome.
So
Okay.
if you look at the display cabinets above, they
Yeah.
also have a pegboard back.
Correct.
So like I could utilize the pegboard back in the cabinets for a lot of stuff. Like people create like holders for like controllers. So like if you're a collector of like unique video game controllers, like you could put them on display inside of the cabinet utilizing those pegs, the
Got it.
holes. But yeah, so basically I'm not going to use the pegboard holes in the cabinets. I'm just going to use shelves. But then for the lower pegboard, that's going to be I'm going to mount my 3D printed shelves there. And so like the stuff that I don't want to get dusty, it's like, little figurines, my Charizard,
Yeah.
my Mega Blocks, the stuff that I don't want to get all dusty, that'll be in the display cabinet. And then stuff like boxes and books and video games, they'll be outside of the cabinet on the shelves on the pegboard.
Okay, that makes sense. That's gonna be
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
excited. I've loved this project. Dude, mounting like so you worked with cabinets, right?
Yeah.
Didn't you
Yep.
did you install like kitchen cabinets? Like
Kitchen cabinets, bathroom cabinets,
yeah.
vanities. Yeah, all that.
So like wall mounted?
Wall mounted. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a pain. Because like
Yeah.
walls aren't straight. They're like wavy and
Yeah.
like nothing's straight.
No, you
So
gotta
to
use
get
shims,
things,
Orin.
what's that?
You gotta use shims.
I actually I didn't use any.
Yeah, you gotta
I
use
don't know.
shims.
I, I
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm happy with how it looks. I'm happy with my install job, but it was a pain in the butt.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, cabinets are no fun. They look nice, but the process is a pain in the butt. Yeah.
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 So
Everything's
I
gotta be
used,
leveled.
yeah, I had, of course, I had to use a level.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, So where I wanted it, the studs are in a weird place, but I'm not like mounting anything heavy. So I hit a stud with one of the cabinets, but I didn't hit any stud with the
Oh,
pegboards. So what
oh,
I used were these things called, let me pull.
anchors?
They are anchors, but they're a specific brand. Let me find it. They are called something toggle. Here we go. They're made by a brand called Cobra. They're called flip toggles. Um
Hmm.
and so like those actually worked really well. Um I'm trying to I'll share my screen real quick.
I have a
But no,
visual of what you're talking about. I think I know what it is, but
yeah.
let me just see.
Because like I mean, I'm assuming that our audience is the type of people that collect and would want to display stuff. So this might come in handy at some point in life. So
Yeah.
these are
Yep.
the flip toggles I used. And these are actually the exact ones I used, the 1/4 inch by 2.5. So they're 2.5 inches long, they're a 1/4 inch in diameter. And if you can't hit a stud, these the way that they work, here, I'll just show you this little video.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, there's no audio. That's fine. So the way they work is you drill a hole into your wall, you slip this in to the hollow wall, you pull it out, and it like locks behind the wall,
Mm.
and then like you screw into that toggle now that exists. And so you're like
Wow.
anchoring it against the drywall.
Okay.
Um, and it worked really well. Supposedly, it can hold 137 pounds. And I'm not going to be putting anything anywhere near that weight on to into these displays. So, um, I'm like, oh well, I didn't hit a stud, but it's where I want it, and it should be more than capable to hold what I'm going to throw on it.
That's interesting because I know that I wonder if that will work with. Now we're going completely off. I have like those towel rods in our apartment.
Yeah,
They're not very sturdy. They do have the anchor, so like, but the anchor is kind of getting bigger. I think I want to use one of these. I think that might
yeah.
be the correct way to go.
Anchors are fine for some things. Like I'll use an anchor for maybe a larger picture or something.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, anything that's getting frequent use of like, a hand towel where somebody might be
yeah,
pulling it or something.
yeah,
Yeah, these toggles would work really well,
yeah.
probably.
Okay,
Yeah.
I might take a look. Thanks, one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're awesome. But you, this is funny. I'm glad I bought more than enough because several of them, like the mechanism that like the plastic mechanism that you use to like slip it behind,
Yeah.
it broke and then it fell behind the wall.
Oh no.
So I lost like three of them. But I
Oh
mean, they're cheap, so it's not a big
yeah, yeah.
deal.
Oh man. Well, let's hope that what you did, your cabinet is gonna be able to hold right now.
Yeah, no, I'm happy.
Yeah, good, good. So in our previous episodes, two episodes where it was me and Jordan, Jordan and I, he had purchased the EV Evolutions figurines, and so my wife Kayla fell in love with them, and we got the link from Jordan, and we ended up ordering them too. So we have all of them. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we do have a display thing. I gotta put it up. It's not anything as nice as yours, but it is kind of like they're floating shelves.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna either I think there's three. So I kind of want to stagger them, like have like two and then one in the middle. Because I definitely want to put, my Charizard up there and all my other like figurines that we have. And I'm kind of interested in getting the Mega, the one you just showed.
Yeah, they're cool.
I like that one they used that was on there. I think it was like Charmander, Squirtle. It was like the three main dudes.
Oh, let me see.
Pikachu. They're like the smaller one. I think they're kind of like
Oh
small.
yeah, so they do have, let me pull up that page again. There's a lot of Mega stuff, dude. Um
I never even heard of Mega.
yeah, no, Mega Blocks. You probably heard Mega Blocks. Mega Blocks? Does that ring a
I
bell?
don't. I don't think so.
They've been a competitor of Lego for a long time. Like when we were younger, Mega Blocks were like it's like Burger King and McDonald's. Like
Okay.
Lego is McDonald's and like Mega Blocks is Burger King, you know?
Okay.
Like and like so any like no one would buy Mega Blocks because they were like the second class,
Yeah.
to the real. Like it's like Kleenex tissues versus Scott's.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Perfect. I get it now.
Yep.
Well, that was the one I was looking at. One scroll down because there's Cinderace right there. Keep going down. Yeah, right there. Charmander. It's the Fire Squad.
Oh, okay.
And so it's got he's the candle. So Charmander, yeah, like oh man, I forgot his name, but he goes into the chandelier,
Yeah.
the
Uh
Litwick,
Litwick.
yeah,
Yeah.
Scorbunny and Salandit.
Yeah, so like these are like the little guys. And then I love these like pixel ones.
I don't like those.
You
I
don't like
don't.
them?
No, I don't like those. I think that's probably why I didn't really get into it.
Okay.
But they have
They-
them at Sweets and Geeks. They have the pixelated. Um, Maybe I'll look into it because I know they had the Charmander at Sweets and Geeks.
okay. Like, dude, look how big this Bulbasaur is.
That's huge. It's like as big as a kid's head.
It's
What?
awesome.
Dude, that is massive.
Yeah, they've got a lot of cool sets.
Yeah.
Just for reference. So yeah, Mega like they've come around. They've gotten pretty big because they've been scoring a lot of deals with bigger franchises.
Yeah.
Like as you can see, they have Pokemon, which is huge.
That's huge.
Um
Yeah.
and like back in the day I would have cared way more, but like they have Halo. So like they have a
Oh,
bunch of
wow.
Halo sets
Oh,
which
wow.
Lego didn't get obviously because Mega Bloks did. So like they've come a long way in name recognition because of the franchises they've been getting.
Yeah, like Fallout.
Oh, I was so close to pulling the trigger on this. So
Oh,
this is a really neat set. It looks like an Xbox 360
yeah.
and it's really intricate. It's normally $150. I would never pay $150 for this, but at Target it was on Black Friday. It was on sale for half price, and I was very
Wow.
close to pulling the trigger on it. As you can see, it's back to full price, which I would never consider. But like it's really intricate. Like it almost looks like electronics inside. Um, there's a lot of like little Easter eggs. It comes with a fake Halo 3 video game and like it all lights up and stuff. The controller even has like movable joysticks and pushable buttons and um like if you can see that little blue thing on this
Yeah.
ship, like if you take that out, like it's Cortana and like she talks or something.
What?
Yeah, so like it's just a really neat set. So yeah, Mega has been doing a lot of stuff when it comes to like just working with cool franchises. So
Yeah,
I like to see some competition for Lego.
that's sweet. I saw the Guilty Spark. That's awesome.
What was it?
Guilty Spark. He's right there. Yeah, how'd you miss that, Oren?
Oh, I don't know.
That was cool. Yeah, he's right
Oh no,
there.
I know what you're talking about. I did see it. Yeah,
Yeah,
343 Guilty Spark. Yeah, I see it.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool.
Who would have thought? We're going
Man,
back into our childhood.
Guilty Spark was so annoying.
Yeah, he was.
That's probably why I didn't even recognize seeing that.
He's evil anyway.
Yeah.
Awesome, bro.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry. If you haven't played
From
Halo,
from 30 years ago.
yeah, spoiler. If you want to join me in watching all 20 years of Pokemon, you can go ahead and watch and go play 10 years worth of Halo. That's hilarious.
Oh boy.
Well, that was a fun episode, Orin. Thanks
Yeah,
for
this was
joining me.
fun. Yeah, it was nice
Yeah.
catching up. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a
Thanks
while.
for sharing your trip with us. And oh wait, the Eevees. So they were shown on the other episode. Do you have them handy? I just want to.
I
Here.
I
You don't
don't.
have them handy?
I don't have them handy.
Okay, because one thing I was going to ask, maybe you can answer this. So your Charizard that came with the Super Premium collection, the Eevees, are they the same scale as the Charizard?
No. They are what could I say? I have a peak I think I have one of your Pikachus here. They're about this size. Hold on.
Okay. No, no. Okay, so that's what I mean. So what I mean by scale is like I'm not asking are they the same size as Charizard? What I mean is like if you're watching the cartoon, if you saw a Moonbreon, an Umbreon next to Charizard in the TV show, obviously the Charizard's going to be bigger in proportion. So like the Umbreon figurine that you have, is it the right size in comparison to your Charizard? That they would exist in the same universe.
I want to say no because this Charizard should be ridiculously huge, but he's not.
Okay.
So
I'd have to see them next to each other.
you want to take a pause or
How
no?
long how long would it take you to go grab one?
Oh, like a couple seconds.
Oh, yeah, go grab one.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. In the
Pause break.
meantime, in the meantime, what should I talk about? So yeah, going back to Mega, I'll share this real quick while we're waiting for Ivan. Share. So I'm glad I realized that they're labeling the motion Pokemon as minis. I did not realize that earlier. Let me see if I can pull up all the Pokemon again. Because so we've got the Charizard. The Charizard's not a mini, and the Pikachu is not a mini, but like the Butterfree. Oh no, the Butterfree's not a mini either. Okay, he's a full size. But like the Doug Trio, the Golbat are minis. I was frustrated earlier and I was complaining to Ariel. I'm like, why aren't they the same scale? They should be the same proportion. So now I know why, because there are actually two different types of sets. There's the minis and the normals. So I'm glad I recognize that. But that makes me think I'm only going to be buying minis. So I'll probably get the Geodude and then call it a day. I'm probably not going to be a completionist when it comes to Mega, but very cool stuff. Okay, I'm gonna stop my share. Ivan's back.
Yeah. Okay, so here's so do you want to see what Charizard looks like next to him or no?
Yeah, yeah, just like hold them
Okay,
up.
so I brought a couple of them because okay, I'm just gonna show you what Eevee looks like
Okay.
because Eevee is quite small.
Okay.
So
So
the size is kind of yeah. I mean, look at her.
Yeah, I mean, they look like they could exist in the same universe. I mean,
Yeah.
Eevee Charizard's probably a little small
Yeah.
compared to it. Yeah, I agree with you.
So you mentioned Umbreon, so let's bring out Umbreon here.
Okay.
So here's Umbreon.
Okay.
And
Like
Umbreon is
it's
actually pretty,
close. It's close.
yeah.
Like if you had them next to each other in the same display, it wouldn't feel unnatural, I don't think.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, well, I wasn't gonna put them next to each other. I mean,
No, I know.
Charizard was gonna be on. Okay.
Yeah. But I'm just saying if
Like,
you did, I think the size is actually pretty right. I think it feels like their scale is probably about equivalent.
yeah, because and they give some like interesting. Here's my favorite
Okay.
Flareon.
It,
Um,
oh wow.
he's a
So
chunk.
like
He's a
the
chunksters. I didn't know he was chunky. Oh, go ahead,
the flames do you think these are made by the same factory?
bro. I was looking at that, and I think so.
Okay.
Because yeah, like the flames and stuff is like almost exactly the same, and they feel the same.
Okay.
The texture of this feels the same as this on
It's
the
got to be
chart.
the same factory.
I think you're right, Oren. I think it is kind of the scale because I mean, if you look at them from side to side,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, that Flareon's cool.
yeah, because they were saying and like all the new like evolution, like it was like evolution day or something like that. They were showing like, oh, you can study up on your evolution in your EVs, and they're saying like Umbreon is actually kind of like the tallest one.
Okay.
He's the tallest one, but like all the other ones are kind of like they're kind of small.
Okay.
But here's Jolteon. I have them all here. Kayla just brought them all, but
Good thing you
um,
ordered those when you did, because the price on those is probably just gonna skyrocket come
I
prismatic
I yeah,
evolutions.
I know.
Yeah.
Now that you say that, I think you're right. So yeah, here's just them two together. I
Yeah.
think you're right on. I think they are kind of to size.
That's really cool. The reason I asked is so I've shown it before. It's in my glass cabinet. I'm not gonna grab it, but the pre-order bonus from Target that came with Scarlet and Violet, the Sprigatito, Quaxley, Fuecoco, when they're all together on the little stand,
Yeah.
they're the right size next to
Okay.
Charizard. So like I'll make you a bet those are made from by the same people too. And it's probably all part of like the same like set, so to speak.
Okay.
So yeah, I think I like this what they're doing, whoever this company is.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. I don't know. I don't know who. Yeah, I don't know who this company is because this is straight from China though. That's what
Okay.
I don't. I don't, and I don't know.
But it's official Pokemon merchandise. Like that's licensed Pokemon merch, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So like it's made by the Pokemon company.
Yeah. But like when you like hold this and like you're actually looking at it,
Yeah,
like the extreme detail of these flowers and like the like everything is just so awesome.
that's
And like
cool.
just like Espeon's like little like I don't know what these are like tails. I don't even know what they are.
No idea.
But like it,
Streamers.
yeah, they're super intricate.
That's cool.
And even just one more because I want to show
Okay.
you Glaceon because Glaceon's amazing.
Okay.
Glaceon's like little snowflake. Can you see it?
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
snowflake. Yeah, it's pretty intricate.
Now imagine getting all the SIRs from Prismatic Evolutions in
Yes.
slabs on little easels next to each of these.
Now that would be cool. That's wishful thinking, but
It's also
yeah,
like that'll probably be $1,000+ to make that
yeah.
happen. Like
I
forget
don't know if
that.
Kayla will be okay with that.
Yeah, that's wild.
I mean, she's getting into these. She bought these. I didn't. She wanted them,
Yeah,
so I'm
she's
like,
the
okay,
Eevee fan. Oh,
yeah.
speaking of for Eevee fan people, this is going to be a little plug for our merch store.
Yeah.
Let me share my screen here. If you have not been to our merch store, check it out because Kayla has a very cool Evolutions t-shirt that you might just want to check out.
Booyah.
So this is a unique design by Kayla.
Hmm.
Very cool Evolutions neon shirt. We've got it in like every size possible. And then it has a little PokeyCollab logo on the back. So yeah, please check out our merch site. So if you're at PokeyCollab.com, all you got to do is click on merch either
Merch.
up here or merch here. So either one of those will take you to our merch site. We've got t-shirts galore and buttons for your backpack and bags and stickers for your car. So yeah, please check out our merch store and I don't think you'll be disappointed.
Yeah, we even got pins. I saw the pin. Ikea did make a pin out of the Evolutions. I
Yeah.
might actually pick up a shirt.
Yeah, no, yeah, do it.
Awesome. Well, that's something you can check out if you haven't yet. When you're on, if you do check out the merch site, please follow us and sign up because if you're one of the 100 members, you get a alpha badge on your profile. So yeah, please do that. Like and subscribe our video here. Um, you can look me up on YouTube as well at Char216. I do some live battles with TCG Live. And where can we get a hold of you, Warren?
And you can find me on YouTube on my channel, Block and Pixel. So check me out there. I do some Pokemon stuff, but I've been really thinking about like what videos I want to make, and I've been getting into like the whole collecting scene and game room scene and that sort of thing. So I might be starting to post just some introspective collector mindset type videos here soon. So watch for that.
Mhm. Awesome. Cool. Well, thanks a lot for joining us today, guys. Enjoy the rest of the week. This is Poke Collab, where we collect, train, and battle together. We'll see you on the next episode. Take care.
See you guys next time.